Hello, hi. My name is Hassan Hassan, and I'm a Sudanese delegate from One Young World. Thank you very much, everyone. And by the way, my story is so depressing, very anxious, and so horrible. I'm like Mandela, and this lady called Malala. My story is same as. I'm a genocide victim of Darfur, Sudan, western part of Sudan. My dad was being killed. My brother was being slaughtered like a sheep. And right now, I call myself immigrant in Canada, and I'm very proud to be part of Canadians. And I would like to say, Justin Trudeau, be ready. There's young leaders like Sudanese in Canada here. I need my voice to be heard around the world, not only here. And thank you very much, young leaders from around the world, all of you. And to the leaders of the Latin America, Hassan, I grew up in internally displaced person camps in Darfur. Kofi Annan can tell you the story. He went to Darfur and he cried by his naked eyes. And I grew up in Uganda as a refugee for 7 years, imagine. And I'm very proud today to speak English, because my home country, if you speak English, they will slaughter you like a sheep, as my brother was being slaughtered. And I would like Canadians to stand with me today to get this kind of opportunity to stand for my people. And I believe Sudan will be transformed and to be innovative country in terms of liberal. I need my country to be liberal, secular, and democratic state like Canada. And if I need to go back to my home country, see my home country same as Canada, to live this kind of nature where we all of us we feel like human beings, where all of us we come here and raise our voices to the world, share together. And I've never seen that. The world has forgotten the genocide in Darfur. The thousands of Sudanese have been killed. My home country left Sudan when it was one country, and now they divided into two countries. My brothers, I need to tell you something. The war in Sudan is not about issue of religion. Religion is something very simple, but it's an issue of the resources. Sudan is an enormous country in terms of having resources, and one of the strongest country that has nine neighboring countries. Have you seen a country in the world has 9 neighboring countries? Imagine if that country been transformed in terms of, how do you call, infrastructure. The economic of North Africa, it will raise. I believe that. Country like Ethiopia, Eritrea, Chad, South Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, Eritrea, they mentioned, and Libya, where right now, I've seen a lady from Libya, she was here, standing here, and I cried. I told her, my sister, don't worry, change will come in Sudan. You know who created what's called ISIS? There's a guy called Hassan Hassan. He's an evil guy. He studied in France. He studied in America, United States, and he has a very deep relationship with Al-Daesh, and I'm proud that he passed away. Sorry for him, but he passed away. He was one of the evil guys. And Omar Bashir, the president of Sudan, he just went to high school like Hassan, who graduated high school. And they're using him like a tool. And I'm sorry for Omar Bashir, despite he committed genocide in Darfur and divided the country into two nations. I'd like to say, Southern Sudanese, all of you, my brothers, I love you. And I'm very sorry that
Barry?
You really are an inspiration.
President?
We feel it, man. Thank you. I think these have really been inspirational remarks and questions, and we've heard about so many challenges that are going on in the world, not just in Latin America, but really throughout the world, and this is an example of it.